Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Politically Correct Ghana Lesson 74. And today's discussion is titled An Unchecked Corrupt Head of Judiciary, a recipe for the gun to rule. An unchecked corrupt head of judiciary, a recipe for the gun to rule. What's happening in Ghana? If you observe the last three chief justices, that's the chief justice in Ghana is the head of the Supreme Court or the judicial system in Ghana. And looking at the last three, or the current and the previous two, you find out that they have unresolved corrupt cases with them. Unresolved corrupt cases attached to them, making or bringing the name of the chief justice into disrepute. Slowly, let's look at Nigeria in 2017. The chief justice was alleged not to have fully disclosed his properties and bank accounts. So 2017, the allegation was sent to the Nigeria Judicial Council. He was tried, he was suspended. The chief justice was suspended. Yes, was suspended. Then in 2019, the verdict came out. He was found guilty of hiding some of his bank accounts, foreign bank accounts. So then what happened? He had to be let off the job. He has to go, and he cannot take up any public job within 10 years. So that's 2019 verdict. Because Nigerians, let's give credit to them. They don't want the gun to rule. So they would rather discipline the chief justice when it comes to such corrupt practices. Bangladesh, the chief justice in Bangladesh, as of 2017, also saying 2017 anyway, was found guilty, actually, and sentenced 11 years for what? Money laundering, amounting to 471,000. He got himself involved in money laundering, and he was sentenced to 11 years imprisonment. All right. Then you look at India. India has a couple of chief justices, a lot of the chief justices, 8 out of the 16, the last 16, involved in corrupt cases. And that has been investigated. But in Ghana, as I indicated, you look at the current chief justice. It is alleged that Justice Enin Yeboah is involved in a $5 million corruption case. Himself, the chief justice, reported the case to the CID boss, the one who petitioned the CID, the Shraj, that is the Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice. That's Mensa Thompson, a civil society head, reported the case in the person of Mensa Thompson, reported the case to Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice. Then, of course, he petitioned the president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo. What happened? The president went through the process and said, no, the chief justice had nothing wrong, has not done nothing wrong, is not involved in any corrupt act. But then he came out so early that making the CID, the police CID, that the case has been sent to, they just can't do anything. The Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice, Shraj, also can't do anything because the president has preempted his verdict. These are investigative bodies, but the president's approach is not an investigative body, it's more of a consultative body, means that he consulted the Council of Elders, and that's all he did, without investigating. And he just cleared the man. What kind of justice is this? Is it a justice where the elites, even when they are wrong, even when they are wrong, they are let off the hook, and the poor and regular blokes get jailed for even foul theft? That's quite strange. You go to the Ghanaian prisons, and a lot of people in there, you can just not understand why they are in there when they could be doing something else. All right, I'm not saying people shouldn't be punished, but for the chief justice himself, involved in a $5 million corruption case, Nigeria would have done a proper investigations, and of course a judicial one. Then Bangladesh would have done a proper one and a judicial one. But Ghana, no, not a proper one, not a judicial one, just more circumspective kind of fine, not even a fining, just let's whitewash it and clear the chief justice. Then before him was Sofa Akufu. Sofa Akufu was the chief justice for a while, and in 2020 she was made the board chair of COVID-19 National Trust Fund. And this COVID-19 National Trust Fund that was established in March 2020 up till today, 2022, February 2022, not a single audited account of that board of the National Trust Fund for COVID-19 Ghana has been published. When some journalists tried to impugn corruption in her office, said no, the audited report will come out. How many years does it take an organization to come up with an audited report? Every year, an institution, a public institution, is to come up with an audited report. But here's a Chief Justice, former Chief Justice, who is heading the National Trust Fund for COVID-19 and has not come up with an audited account of what she has done. Before her was Georgina Woods, another Chief Justice. She was involved in land grabbing in 2008, allegedly involved in land grabbing. She sent her rejoinder that she has not acquired any land. Does that exonerate her? No. There should have been an inquiry. The ministerial inquiry, we have not found, no investigation. So in Ghana, what's happening? Chief Justices allege corrupt cases and they are left off the hook. One day, the rule will change from rule of law to rule of something. The earlier Ghana follows the best practice of Nigeria in this case, where Chief Justices are tried, Bangladesh, where Chief Justices are tried, judicial trying, and when they are found guilty, they are jailed or punished appropriately, the better. The name is H. Kwame Afagulu. Thank you.